welcome to a Tobyknits Vlogmas Day 11. Now, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Normally I talk about knitting Mondays, cross-stitch Wednesdays, quilting Fridays, but during the whole month of during the whole month of December, I'm doing a Vlogmas. Yes, that's what I meant to say. And so I'll be coming to you every day with little videos about all kinds of different things. Now, it's freezing here today. I live in Canada, originally from England, but I live in Canada now and have done for the past 40 odd years. And it's really cold today. So I have on my new sweat top. I got one. I was in San Francisco with my dad. Oh, it's really lovely. Look, it has a little thing here and nice pockets. So yeah, it keeps me nice and warm. And it's freezing today. I think it's like -4. But you know, it's winter here. That's what happens. At least we haven't got any snow at the moment, which is lovely. So today we're going to open our Advents. And I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'd show you my Christmas tree more in depth, specifically certain Christmas ornaments that I have made over the years. And I picked a time from I'll show you the very first one I ever made, cross-stitch ornament, which I actually made in 1984, the first year I came to Canada. And then, actually I came in 83, but it was the first year I made something for the tree. And then I've picked the 90s. So I'm going to show you all the ornaments that I cross-stitched in the 1990s every year for our tree. But first, it's Advent Day. I have two Advents. I have a yarny one that I made up myself using some using some minis. I keep calling them Advent minis. They're not. Using some minis I collected over the year from Ellie of Craft House Magic. And I'm putting them together in the Soundwave cowl that she came out with this year for our Advents. And I haven't done any more on it, so I'm not showing it you today. But this, I think, might be the last one, or day 12, maybe the last one I put in that, because I found a fabulous pair of socks I think I want to make. So anyway, and I want the cowl to just be like this. I don't want it to be a double wrap, so I think 12 will be good. Anyway, let's see what today's is. What did we have yesterday? I think we had a purple yesterday. Oh, it's gray with purple. Oh, I haven't got a gray at all in my, and I'm literally doing the colors that come out no matter what they are to go in this cowl. But isn't that pretty? And what is it called? She names them. Let's see. This is called Dancing in the Moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Dee, 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 dee. I know the song. I do not know the Top Ladder is the name of the band from 2000. Top Ladder? What the heck kind of a band is that? Is that the only song they ever had? If you know who they are, let me know, because I don't know. And this was from the August 2022. I think this is really sweet. Anyway, that'll be nice. And the other Advent I have is a quilting one, which is from Watergirl Quilts in Prescott, Ontario. So it feels like there's two things in here. There's, looks like a pen maybe, and something. Let's see. Oh, it's a pencil. It says quilt today, quilt tomorrow. Isn't that a sweet pen? Oh, look, it looks like they're all jelly rolls all in a row. That's cute. And oh, look at this. A card. Merry Christmas. I'm so excited that you have received one of my handmade cards. I hope you will enjoy sending and sharing some happy mail. Oh, isn't that sweet? So this is a free Christmas card from Amy Page. Amy Page? create Cards by Amy page. Simply visit my Cards by Amy page, like and select a Christmas card of your choice. That's so cute. So she is an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Here are her details. And she made this lovely little card with send a card instead of a text. That's so cute. I used to make cards. I used to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator a couple of years ago. And but then I found it was so expensive to send cards. Okay, so question for you. How many of you have got Christmas cards? I have 2 at the moment, and it's December the 11th. I have 2 cards. I have one that my dad gave me when I met him in San Francisco. It's a beautiful card. And the other one I got in the mail yesterday from a friend who also is a paper crafter, and yet she mailed me a card like from a shop. She didn't even make it because they're so expensive to mail right now. So how many cards have you got? I think last year I may have got 8 or 9 cards, whereas years before, my goodness, I remember sitting down and writing out like 30, like having to buy 2 boxes of cards, like 25 or 30 cards, having to buy 2 boxes to write them all out for family and friends overseas. And it was always such a fun thing to do, to sit down and we would put Christmas music on, we'd have Christmas cookies out and a cup of tea, and then we'd sit there and write the cards out, and Bob would do his side of the family and I'd do my side of the family, and we'd do our friends, and and then when they'd come, it was such fun. And we had these 2 things that you hung on the wall that you slipped your cards into. Yeah, I don't even think I have it up this year. It's so sad that nobody sends cards anymore, and everybody just thinks by putting Merry Christmas on Facebook, that's going to do it. No. Having said that, I haven't sent any out either. Anyway, I'm going to take you upstairs to my tree, and we'll continue our conversation. Okay, I'm upstairs, and here's my tree, and here's my list of the Christmas things, cross-stitch, that I made. So I had to write them down in order that they came in, that I made them in, because I couldn't remember. There was only 2 of them I hadn't put the date on, so I guessed when they were. But the rest I had either dated the actual front, or I'd written on the back. The very first one, though, I ever made was this one. And this was the first, it was 83, so it was the year I came here. See, I wrote on the back. And look, you can even see it's my actual original initials, ALN, because my last name used to be Netherwood. So that was the very first one, and I'm fairly sure it's from a book of cross-stitch from like Leisure Arts or something, which was full of cross-stitch ornaments. And that was my very first one. And then I made a reindeer. I probably should just take these all off the tree. Might be easier than me keep looking for them all. Okay, so I've got them all off the tree. I figured that would be a lot easier. So I showed you the very first one I made, which I put back on the tree. So the next one that I think I made, which again, I'm pretty sure came from that book, was this one. And this is made with paper, cross-stitch paper canvas. Isn't that cute? So I actually didn't date this one, so I haven't really got a clue. I think this was 1987, I think. Then we moved into a new house, and from an apartment that we had, and this was the house, and I made this myself. It was just, I drew it on a piece of paper and I did it, and that was the name of the street, Woodridge. And this was the baby's room at the time, which was Andrew, because it had peach blinds up. And this was just the spare room, and it had just an old curtain or something on. And then this was the kitchen area. So this was the one I made. So that wasn't my own design. And that was in 88, which was the year we got married. And then in 89, I made this one, which of course is H for Hunt, my last name now. And I think this might have been a little kit I got at, remember Lewis Craft? Lewis Craft. So then in 1990, I made this one, which was a little Mill Hill bead. And again, I think this was a kit. It came with all the beads, the pattern, and the plastic canvas. This was a plastic canvas, I think. Feels plasticky. Yeah, I think that's plastic canvas. So that was this one, 1990. So fun to get them out every year and look at them again. So then 1991, this was from that book again. And this was my son, Andrew, at the time. He was 2. Doesn't he look like Tristan, his little boy? Or I should say his little boy looks like him when he was 2. So this was Andrew. And then I also made this one because it was Sean's first Christmas. And I put a little pin there, look for the diaper. Isn't they cute? So that was 1991. In 1992, this is actually one of our favorites. And this was a kit. I might have got it from Michael's. I really don't remember where. Isn't that just gorgeous? The whole thing is cross-stitched, like even all the blue, because it was on a white. And it came in a tin. And so I made that in 1992. Isn't it lovely? I feel like this is my favorite one, beside the one of the boys. Then in 93, I made this one. And again, I think it was a kit, little kit that came, because it came with this thing, and you put it all together. And there actually is here, but I can't get it out to change it. Probably a good idea not to. If you push the middle, it played a little song. So of course my boys loved this and found this every time on the tree and would play it and play it and play it. But the battery ran out, and because of the way I put it in here, I cannot, well, I could probably all undo it to get at it, but it would probably drive me mad. So no, I'm not going to. Then in 1994, I designed my own, and I actually made a series of these. This was the Santa. I did a holly, and I think there was a gingerbread man, and I can't remember. And I packaged them up and made them and sold them at craft fairs. I made little packages, and I included like the ring, the fabric, and all the enough floss to make the little designs. And at the time I think I called myself Stitchin' House Designs, something like that. But of course I only did it for that 1 year just to get extra little bit of cash for Christmas for the kids. And I just sold them at craft shows. But that was one of my other little designs. And then in 95, I made this one, which again is lovely. It is, I love the Santa's face on that one. And again, it's the back stitch. If there was no back stitch on that, it wouldn't look the same. I love back stitch. But this was all set in a little trumpet. And again, I think this was I have no idea why there's, oh, I think the tape went on the back there like that. So it would stick, and then it hangs up on my tree. So it's a little trumpet. And that was 95, 96. was this one. I feel like most of these are kits that you got and they came, because it came with the little glasses on him. I don't know if you can see that. Oh no, I actually stitched them. What a treat. They were stitched. But isn't that pretty though? This is a jolly little guy. So 96. 97, oh, this was one of my favorite ones. Whoops, it's a little cone. So you can see there, I made that one in 97. So it is, and it has beads on. These are beads. And then I just stuck a bunch of these in. It did have candy in it originally. Didn't last. And so that was 97. 98 was this one. And it came with this braid. So this is a nice one too. And it came with all the bits to make it. And 99 was, no, maybe that was it. I think that's all I've showed you. Oh no, this one, which is gorgeous. So that was 1999. Isn't that lovely too? Look at that little bead on it. It's amazing that they've all lasted this long. But so they go up every year on my Christmas tree, and I package them all in tissue paper in a special box that stays in the basement all year, so that I can keep them safe. And then when they come out, I put them on, and I'm the only one that puts them on the tree because I don't want anybody else to muck them up. But I love them, and I'm interested to see what Tristan thinks of our tree. He's coming over tonight for sleepover, so we'll see what happens there. And yeah, so anyway, I gotta go because the England game is on in about 15-20 minutes. I need a cup of tea, I need something to eat, and I need to get the knitting out ready. Today I'm gonna work on my socks. I haven't done much socks because we haven't been going out in the car much. And as you know, socks are my car knitting. So I'm gonna go and sit and do that now. So I'll see you tomorrow for some more fun.